Josh Evans with the EDA. In this video, we're going to discuss strategies for aiding you, the dealer, in ensuring compliance with the Clean Air Act from the point of sale. We're going to discuss how to avoid fines and start the documentation process at the point of sale for any new equipment. Our goal is to lay the groundwork for future life cycle of that machine, which protects your customers, your employees, and your bottom line. In our prior video, we discussed the potential fines associated with violations of the Clean Air Act. We can avoid these hefty fines by keeping strong business records, which are created at or near the time of sale or service, and that starts with the sale of new equipment. Remember, the EPA will consider business records created before or at the time of the alleged violation. We want our records to show compliance from the second that machine comes into our business. Business records related to new sales are important to show when the machine left our dealership, it complied with federal regulations. When those records are made at or near the time of sale, they are considered business records, which the dealer can later use to protect itself and its customers. In your new sales checklist, we suggest including an EPA compliance certificate on the machine, that the equipment is operating at the manufacturer's specification, and that your technicians have verified no issues observed. Now you might be thinking, we do that already on every piece of equipment, but it isn't enough to perform the check. We want you to document you did it. Place that documentation, including who performed the check and when that was performed, in that machine service records. If you already have a pre-sales document in your process, this is as simple as adding to the list. If you don't have a pre-sales checklist, we encourage you to implement one and include this information. You can keep this information with any of your warranty paperwork that accompanies that machine. For those situations where the point of sale is your location, but the delivery occurs outside your dealership, document that in the sales records. Your goal is to show that you had a reasonable basis to conclude when the machine left your facility, it complied with the manufacturer's specification. And this documentation is very important because the EPA has stated, quote, "The EPA typically does not take enforcement action for conduct that might be a violation of Section 203 of the Clean Air Act if the person engaging in the conduct has documented a reasonable basis to conclude that the conduct, or where the conduct in question is a manufacturing or sale of a part or component, the installation and use of that part or component does not and will not adversely affect emissions," end quote. So in determining whether a particular machine has been tampered, the EPA or other enforcement agency will look at how the machine rolled off the factory floor. It'll compare its current emissions and safety standards to those original specifications. Should a bad actor come along after your sale, documenting the machine complied with the manufacturer's specifications at the point of sale, who on your team confirmed that information, and when that inspection occurred will be strong evidence to prevent any fines or penalties being assessed against your dealership. And let's face it never hurts to perform a quick check to make sure your customers are getting what they paid for.